Muévete en mí, muévete en mí. Toca mi mente y mi corazón, llena mi vida de tu amor.
Candles glimmering on the corner of Vigil and Ustick roads tonight, paying respects to a woman who lost her life there on Tuesday. Welcome to the news at 10. I'm Morgan Boydston. Sandy Hernandez was just 26 years old. Tonight, family, friends, co-workers, and those touched by her story gathered to honor her. Sandy was hit and killed by a concrete truck while in a crosswalk at Ustick and Eagle roads Tuesday evening. A moving memorial with people placing flowers and signs on the ground and on a light pole at the corner, and singing and praying in the glow of candlelight. A funeral service for Sandy will take place tomorrow at 10 a.m. at the Morris Hill Cemetery in Boise. Her family has started a GoFundMe page to cover the expenses. That information is in this story on our website, ktvb.com.